Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy Core Class Shockwave. Now, this guy transforms into what looks to be a downsized version of Siege Shockwave's vehicle mode. I mean, it does have the similar looking wings to it, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what Hasbro wants Shockwave to turn into now. So, taking a quick look at the packaging. Of course, we have the standard core class packaging for Legacy. So here we've got a picture of his vehicle mode. We've got his name right there. This side we've got a picture of Shockwave. The other side we've got some of the Decepticons. The back we've got them in both modes. And that's pretty much it for the box. And seeing how the core class figures have the QR code on the instructions, well, here you go, in case you want to scan that. And well, taking a look at the actual figure, well, it is meant to be some sort of Cybertronian space fighter, I guess. It's clearly meant to just be some sort of stylized version of his gun mode, just with some added stuff like the little wing guns here. But while taking a look at the detailing, we actually have quite a bit here. I mean, of course we've got what are going to be the feet in robot mode, but we've got some molded detailing right here. We've got the front bit, which, if this was actually a Cybertronian gun, this is where it would fire, although seeing how this is a spacecraft, I'm guessing this would be like the, well, I'm guessing this is why, like, you'd see out of it, maybe. I'm not sure. But we also have this section, so I'm guessing this could be like the control tower or something. This could just be a huge cannon, just like if this was actually his gun mode. Got these guns at the side of wings. Carryover from the Siege figure, of course. Of course, seeing how this is a core figure, we've got the arms sticking out, but I can look past that. And we actually have this handle sticking out, this little peg. And I guess this could be used as like a little landing gear. There is another use for it, which we'll see later on. And yeah, the underneath, you can pretty much just see how it transforms. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. And for accessories, you pretty much just get this. I mean, it's clearly meant to be a satellite, but people have joked that this is meant to be some sort of like pizza or something, and I can kind of see that. I mean, why would you hold a pizza like this, though? But this can just plug on top. And now the spacecraft has got a satellite on it. Or it could be a radar dish, actually. Yeah, it's a radar dish. I'm getting my space terms all mixed up here. Okay, just plug on the radar dish. So you got that going on. And that's pretty much the only accessory that you get. But for blast effect compatibility, we do have the little guns on the side, and yeah, this does come off quite easily, seeing how this is a 2mm peg instead of a 5mm. Let's try our best to actually keep this on. But for blast effect compatibility, well, these actually slide on quite well. So these actually can take blast effects, which is nice. And it looks like we do have a little nubs here at the front, so can they take blast effects? Nope. Which is rather unfortunate, seeing how this looks like this could be where a huge blast can come out, maybe. I don't know, I'm just speculating here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. I mean, I guess another complaint is the arms can untap pretty easily. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. So comparisons. Here he is with the other core class Shockwave. Studio Series core class Shockwave. Where he's pretty much the Bumblebee movie figure, just with Prime Shockwave's vehicle mode. So yeah, and of course this guy's got a visible head, whereas with this guy there's no such thing, but they do both have visible arms. So yeah, tank versus spacecraft. Guess it comes down to personal preference. Now, this guy can actually still be a gun if you want. Just flip this all the way down, and now he can actually be a gun. So we're just going to use Motormaster for this. I find that this works with like really big figures like Combiners. Although I didn't feel like just combining Menasor just for this, so... But yeah, this can actually go into someone's hand. And now you can have Shockwave as a target master. So this is meant to reference either when Shockwave had a tiny gun version of himself in one episode, or when Bruticus actually used Shockwave as a gun in another episode. So, if you have either Combiner Wars Bruticus or Siege Shockwave, this figure would actually work really well. And of course, I don't have either figure, so this is the best I can do. Although, yeah, this would work really well with Menasor. So, once all the Stunticons release, expect this guy to hopefully actually make a small cameo when I fully review Legacy Menasor. If I do remember, at least. Just flipping that back. So, that's pretty much it for the spacecraft / gun mode. And it is really cool how they actually... Well, it's cool how this can actually be used as a gun. So, yeah. Well, as a blaster for other figures, I mean. But still... But well, getting on with the transformation. Now, this transformation is kind of different from other Shockwave figures. I'm not sure if the Siege figure had the same or a similar transformation, because I don't have that figure, but compared to like other G1 Shockwaves, this transformation is kind of different. I mean, the legs form the front of the ship / blaster. The arms are here. So, yeah, it's kind of different, but still. So, to start, we're just going to untop the front, move, and just transform them into the legs, like so. And one cool thing is, you can actually see how this gets covered up, like so. And then when you bend the knees, that actually moves with the joints. It doesn't work that well, but still a nice effort. If anything, it works better on this leg. Untap the backpack like so. I'm gonna try and move all this down. That gets the head out. Then you want to try and push this so it locks the head in, like so. Pushing these little wing guns. Move the arms down. And there we have Shockwave in robot mode. Well, I actually forgot a step. You want to bend the legs forward and then push that in at the waist. So that pretty much just locks the waist in. And now we have Shockwave in robot mode. And for a simple Legends size figure, I really like this. I mean, sure, it's not like the Studio Series Core Class Shockwave where, like, pretty much every bit of that figure moved around for the transformation. But this is still a fun figure to transform. I especially like how the legs transform. And while having a 360. Unfortunately, we've got a case of hollow limbs. But, well, keep in mind, this is a legend-sized figure. Although, just like with Hot Rod, he does have the, he's got a bit of a hollow head. So, yeah. Also, my copy seems to be slightly loose, like, not to the point where the legs fully bend like this, but they do bend slightly. Like, it's not enough for the figure to fully fall over, but enough for him to, like, lean backwards slightly, so that can be a bit annoying. But, well, taking a look at the head, of course, that's the Cyclops that we all know and love. Even with the hollow head, but still. And while giving him his accessory, this can of course just plug into here. So I guess this could look like he's clamping onto the radar dish, satellite thing. Or at least that's what it looked like when I first saw this figure. In fact, I think when I first saw this figure, I thought that this wasn't removable, but thankfully it is. So, yeah. Well, I don't really see any place to store it. I guess just... yeah, there's not really any place to store it, unfortunately. Unless you have, like, a bag of random accessories, you're pretty much just stuck having him hold this. So, yeah. Well, moving on to plastic effect compatibility, and Motor Master just fell, but that's fine. We don't we don't need them anymore for this review. Plugging in a blast effect to his gun arm. I mean, using one this big is a bit overkill, so let's actually use one of the smaller ones for this. Yeah, blast effect does actually fit in there. And of course, these are still sticking out, so if you want to, you could do this if you want. I mean, it looks ridiculous, but that is an option. Although seeing how this is a core class figure, he doesn't have the ports in the feet for the weaponizes and all that, but oh well. Now here he is with his movieverse counterpart. And we can see these guys are around the same height. I want to say that maybe... yeah, Bumblebee Shockwave is a bit taller. And we can see that Bumblebee Shockwave's accessory is actually the actual cannon arm. Seeing how this does come off instead of this radar dish. So, yeah. We can also see that the shades of purple are different. Like, this purple is a lot more darker. It's like comparing the purples between Kingdom Cyclonus and Select Cyclonus, actually. Plus, the head designs are also different. So, yeah. Pretty much, it's just comparing, like, Bumblebee Shockwave to G1 Shockwave. Similar, but they're not fully one-to-one. Now, for the articulation, of course, the head can go side to side. His arms can move. Well, his arms are on ball joints, so of course they can move. He can T-pose. And thanks to this joint, they can actually go up like this. If we're not going on. It's got elbows, which can swivel. Unfortunately, there's no hand rotation. There's no waist articulation. Legs can go forward that far, back that far. He can do the splits. This can swivel at the knee. It's got knees right here. And there's no ankle pivot. So yeah, typical core class articulation. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this figure. So, complaints. Well, even though the hollowness is noticeable, I can kind of look past it, seeing how this is a core class figure. In fact, a lot of flaws I can look past, seeing how this is just a core class figure. I mean, he is easy to tip over due to the lack of heels, but if anything, that's probably the most... I think like that's one of the biggest flaws I have, and even then, that's sort of not a big deal because I'm just displaying this figure most of the time. So yeah, the lack of heels, and probably the fact that the accessory can sort of be easy to knock out of his ports in either robot or vehicle mode, especially vehicle mode. Like, those are the biggest flaws I have, and even then, they're barely noticeable. So, yeah. So, do I recommend Core Class Shockwave? Well, if you're a Core Class collector, then I'd say... well, this is actually kind of hard to say, because if you're a Core Class collector, then... well, of course, there is this guy, so if you want to have only one of each character, then I'd probably just say get the Bumblebee version, but if you don't mind having multiples of a character like I do, then yeah, this is a really nice figure. So if you're a core class collector or a legacy collector, then yeah, I definitely do recommend this figure. Although, in my opinion, it's not as good as the Studio Series core class figure. But I still really like this guy. Well, this has been my review on Legacy Core Class Shockwave. And this is Charlie Young, signing off. I just realized I haven't used the word logical at all during this whole review.